In this video, we are going to try a different strategy when solving a system of equations. In this video, we are going to use substitution. These are the steps in which we will utilize for this strategy. So in one of the equations, we will solve for one of the variables. It doesn't matter which, it could be x or y. Then we're going to substitute what we solved for into the other equation and solve for that variable. Then we'll have to substitute that number into the other equation and solve for the other variable. We'll check our solution and make sure it works for both equations. It doesn't make a lot of sense saying it out loud, but I think seeing an example will definitely help. So let's see. We have 2x plus y equals 7, x minus 2y equals 6. I think what I'm going to do in the second equation is I am going to solve for x, because all I have to do is subtract 2y from both sides. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Actually, add 2y to both sides. So our new equation is x equals 6 plus 2y. So we are going to take this, what we just solved for in x, we're going to put this in for x in the other equation. So let's take 2 times, so this is the same as x, so we're plugging that in for x. 2 times 6 plus 2y plus y equals 7. Now we're going to solve this equation for y. We'll distribute, we get 12 plus 4y plus y equals 7. Subtract 12 from both sides. We'll combine these like terms as well. We get 5y equals negative 5. Divide both sides by 5, and we get y equals negative 1. Now we can plug this negative 1 into either one of these equations and get what we need for x. It is completely up to you. I typically choose what I feel is going to be the easier equation to plug it into, so I'm going to plug it into the second equation. So we get x minus 2 times negative 1, because that's what we got for y, equals 6. X, this will be minus a negative 2, so it'll be plus 2 equals 6. Subtract 2 from both sides, and we get x equals 4. Now let's plug that into our original equation. Our ordered pair is 4, negative 1. So we're going to plug that into both equations, make sure we didn't make any mistakes. I'm going to grab a different color for when we're checking our equations. So we have 8 times 4. 8. I'm multiplying it out before I'm even. So 2 times 4 minus 1, because y is negative 1, equals 7. 8 minus 1 equals 7, and that is true. 7 equals 7. Now let's plug it into the other equation. I'll grab another color. So we have x is 4 minus 2 times negative 1 equals 6. 4, this is going to be negative 2, so that turns positive, plus 2 equals 6. 6 equals 6, so that is true. This is indeed our solution. Let's try it for the next one. Let's see, for this next one, I think y is probably going to be easiest to solve for. So what I'm going to do is subtract 8 from both sides and add y to both sides. So our new equation is going to be 6x minus 8 equals y. So I'm going to plug this in for y in the other equation. For x plus 2 times what we got for y, 6x minus 8 equals 4. For x plus, and we'll distribute, 12x minus 16 equals 4. 4x plus 12x is 16x minus 16 equals 4. Add 16 to both sides. We get 16x equals 20. X equals 20 over 16, or 5/4. So this one would have been a lot tougher to try to pinpoint when graphing because it's a fraction. It's just 1 1/4. Now let's plug 5/4 into either one of these equations. I'm thinking I'm going to plug it into this first equation because if I multiply 5/4 by 4, it's going to get rid of that fraction. So always do what you think is going to be the easier of the two equations. Go easy on yourself. No point in creating more work than you need to. And again, that simplifies to 5 plus 2y equals 4. Subtract 5 from both sides, we get 2y equals -1. Y equals -1/2. So our ordered pair is going to be 5/4 -1/2. So let's grab another color and we will try plugging these in. So 5/4 times 4 plus 2 times -1/2 equals 4. 5/4 times 4 is 5. -1/2 times 2 is -1 equals 4. 5 minus 1 does equal 4, so that one is good. Let's plug it into the other equation. We have 6 times 5/4 minus a -1/2 equals 8. So 6 times 5/4, see, that's going to be, we can cancel out a 2. So 6 times 5 is 30. Let's just start there. 30 over 4 plus 1/2 equals 8. 30 over 4 reduces to 15 over 2 plus 1 over 2 equals 8. We get 16 over 2 equals 8, and that is true. So this is indeed our answer. So why don't you go through problem 20, do some of these on your own and see how it goes. It's completely up to you what you want to solve for. Just do whatever you think is going to be the easiest thing for you to do.